So here's a quick look at the supplies I'll be using for this project. Of course, I'm going to be using some drop cloth. This is pre-washed and pre-bleached drop cloth. I have a full tutorial that'll tell you step by step how to do that and prep this so you are ready to go for this project. I will link that down in the description box below, but you could also use fabric or a towel or a placemat. Just get creative, use what you have on hand or what's available to you. I also have a piece of paper and some scissors for us to cut our template with. You'll need some red paint, a foam paintbrush, and some painter's tape. Also some string. I have twine and jute here. And I'm going to be using a no-sew method for this. I'm going to be using a hot glue gun and glue sticks, but you could use fabric glue. You could also keep this no-sew and use some heat and bond hemming tape and an iron or any kind of glue. You could also sew this if you decide you want to do that. But I'm just going to be doing the easy no-sew method for this. And so let's go ahead and get started with our project. So to start, I just want to make my template. I want all of my hearts to be the same or about the same size. So I'm just going to do the tried and true heart template method and just fold my paper in half and draw half of a heart here. I'm going to do two because I want to see what size works best for my space. Draw a little bit bigger one. And then we're just going to cut these out and unfold them and decide which one I want. Alright, so here are both of my heart templates. I actually think I'm going to use both. I think I'm going to cut 5 of these out. So I'm going to do 3 of the bigger size and 2 of the smaller size and alternate them. And now what I'm going to do is take my drop cloth and I'm going to draw these onto the drop cloth. And I don't want to cut exactly right on the line that I'm going to draw. I want to leave about 1/4 to 1/2 inch space outside of that line because we're actually going to glue this and flip it inside out. So we need a little bit of a seam allowance. Here's a look at all of my hearts cut out. Of course, I have 5. You can make as many as you need for your project. And as you saw, I was flipping the drop cloth over to double it up so that I would cut 2 hearts out at one time because each heart you're gonna need 2 of. Again, I have 2, 4, 6. I have 6 cut of the big ones and 4 cut of the smaller ones. And now I'm just going to add a little bit of detail to them using my red paint here. I'm going to tape off some lines to give it a sort of grain sack look. But you could do this however you want. You could put letters on these. You could put polka dots on these. Put your own kind of design on them. I'm going to give mine more of a farmhouse look. All right, so all of the hearts are now painted and dried. I'm going to use this border that I drew earlier from our template as a guide for where to put my hot glue. And then we're actually going to layer this on top inside out. So the inside is actually going to be on top of the glue. And I'm not going to put glue up here at this point, because we're going to add some stuffing, and we're also going to add a loop of jute right here to hang them from. So we need a space also to be able to flip these inside out. So let me show you how that works. Here's a look at the heart after it's been glued, and I've left that little opening after I flipped it inside out. And here's what I'm going to do. This is kind of a little trick I have. You can buy these pillows for under $3 at Walmart. They're like $2.30 something, and I actually open them and use it for stuffing, because it's actually cheaper to do that than actually go to the craft section and buy stuffing. So I'm just going to stuff my heart with some of the pillow stuffing, and then before I glue this all closed, I'm going to make some of these little loops out of the jute. So I just put the ends together and then tied in a knot, and I'm going to throw this knot inside there and then glue the seam closed to make it look more like a heart at the top. All right, here's a look at the heart. And you know, it's a little primitive looking, which is okay with me since I'm doing the whole farmhouse look anyway. If you're not going to add this loop on here, I would suggest gluing this part and leaving, you know, a side part open, because it's easier to sort of get the glue in there and shape your heart better, and then you'll have a nice top to your heart if you do it that way. But because I'm adding these loops, I'm kind of having to tuck and hold. But it's turned out really cute, so I'm going to go ahead and work on the other 4. It was really simple to hang this as a banner. I just made some loops at the end of some jute and then strung the hearts on one by one and hung those loops on the hooks in my entryway. I love using drop cloth for farmhouse style projects. It's a very inexpensive fabric. It's really easy to use, and I love the color and the texture of it. Let me know down in the comments below if you use drop cloth in your projects or your home decor. I'd love to hear about it. hope that this tutorial inspired you. Make sure to give it a thumbs up for me. You can also hit the share button that's underneath this video and share this project with your friends and family. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I bring you DIY inspired tutorials every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I want to thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.